Today's podcast is brought to you by Audible. Get a free audiobook download and 30-day free trial at www.audibletrial.com/secretspiceoflife. Over 180,000 titles to choose from for your iPhone, Android, Kindle, or MP3 player.
Welcome to some shit that's considered legendary.
Hey, what is going on, you variety-loving people? Hope you had some spice of your day. Welcome back to Secret Spice of Life. We're your hosts. I'm Brandon.
And I'm Jordan.
And if you're new to the podcast, welcome. Well, today, since it's still kind of fresh in the new year, we kind of wanted to touch on some interesting things we saw that are going to be coming in 2019, whether it's at the beginning of the year, middle of the year, end of the year, whatever, like in the world in general, and maybe some things that are coming up for us as well. But I didn't know. Did you want to kick it off? Did you just want to go like item by item, like switching off?
I guess. I mean, we're probably gonna have some of the same stuff, I would assume, because we didn't really like talk about it.
Yeah.
I'll start with something that I thought was more interesting. This 3D printers. You know how they've been becoming more of a thing.
Yeah.
It's been like a thing for a while, but not like many people have access to it.
Yeah.
There's like rumors coming out about what company is it? What the hell company? What's the company that makes like printers and stuff? What's a printing company? I swore I saw it on this article that I read. No, I can't find. Oh, Xerox.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I couldn't find it at first, but it says they're like trying to create 3D printers so everyone can have them, like home printers or whatever, normal printers.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're supposed to like try and have that accomplished by the end of this year.
Are they going to be expensive?
Oh, I would assume they're probably going to be pretty expensive. But it says it says they're supposed to have more advanced methods in the medical field for bioprinting, metal printing for manufacturing and home design and stuff.
Yeah.
And then it said printing giant Xerox is getting into 3D printing game and has plans to develop an at-home 3D printer by this year.
Yeah, we do.
That's crazy.
If you could 3D print anything, what would it be?
Print some money.
Print money. Yeah.
3D print.
You think
money?
even that'd be like a thing?
You wouldn't have the serial numbers
The
on it.
serial numbers would be different. Yeah.
I don't know what the heck. I mean, like, just think, if you could 3D print it, like, you could create anything from, like, the confines of your own home. The only bad thing is people would be creating some shit.
Dude, people, oh, man.
Like, some weapons and stuff.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I hate to go on the negative side of it, but, like, people would be, like 3D printing guns and stuff. If you have ability to print, like, metal stuff, oh, my God, look out. Yeah, for sure. The people would be designing, like, weapons of mass destruction. For sure.
They'd be doing more than cooking crack in their basement.
Yeah. Oh, man. I definitely, I would design like new things for like, I'd put a new camera, dude, so we have like 2 camera angles.
Like, I still wonder how 3D printing even works. So, like, it's been a thing for a while, but I still don't know how it works. I mean, like, what do you put in the printer just to have it?
You like make a design in like, I don't know if it's not like CAD, but it's like a program like that where you can like, it's like a 3D one where you can like basically design everything, and then I guess you select what materials you need or whatever.
It's probably expensive as hell though. Like, just not just the printer, but like the contents of it is probably
for sure
expensive.
Yeah, it's definitely not cheap. There's like this one kid that went to my college. He works for like a 3D printing company. He makes like bank. I think I mentioned him on an episode before, but he's like a manager there or something like that. And he said what they do is pretty cool. I forgot to ask him if he wanted to be on the podcast, because that'd be super dope to like listen to what he does.
I don't know how that works. I want to see how that stuff works.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I want to see how they print, stuff like medically, like organs and stuff.
Oh yeah, that'd be dope. Oh yeah, oh man.
Oh, they print I think they print like skin grafts and stuff all the time. That's probably like the most use they do.
Yeah, I have something on here in the medical field too that I'll touch on later. It's like the 7th one, I think, or something like that. Oh no, it's the 6th one. But yeah, I wonder if they could like 3D print a heart and give it to somebody. You think that would work?
I'm sure it would at some point. Probably not yet. I don't know. I feel like they do that though.
I feel like 3D printing's been in the works for a while, so
I feel like
I think
it's
that it might be pretty
medical field
advanced
for quite a while already.
Yeah, it might be pretty advanced. I'm not. I don't know if they're at that point yet, but they're up there for sure. They can definitely 3D print organs and stuff like that.
I swear I saw something like sometime last year, like like a couple months ago.
Yeah.
That was like they printed something that goes like a valve for a heart or something. Like
Oh, okay.
3D printed
Yeah.
or something.
Mhm.
So I guess they're getting like closer and closer to stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Europe.
Okay. Mine it's powered clothing. So it's called. It looked like if you
Powered clothing.
if you ever seen like what are they called, compression shorts? Looks like those kind of, and like the compression vests that like football players wear, like underneath their pads and stuff like that, so it like prevents rubbing and stuff. But and they have like rib pads and stuff. But these have like little like where there would be like padding or whatever. It's just like battery packs that are like muscles. They contract like muscles, but it's apparently assisted. It's supposed to help people who have like weak muscles, like older people or people who are like in the construction business and stuff like that, because the average age of like a construction worker is 48, and that's like at that point, if you're working construction your entire life, your body's probably pretty worn down. And like it like basically assists your muscles, so you have like extra contractions, like helping you like get up and stuff and like lift stuff. It's pretty cool.
Jeez.
And they said it's not going to be cheap though. It's the same as a spoke tailored suit, which I'm not sure how expensive those are.
Really expensive.
Yeah, probably pretty expensive. So he's like an average, like a pretty cheap suit's like $500. Like so, yeah. But yeah, that's pretty interesting.
They're gonna make people into superheroes with clothing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no. Oh man,
What
that'd
if
be
people
crazy.
were like lifting like 1,000-pound things?
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
Yeah, back to your 3D printing thing real quick. Wouldn't that like eliminate need for like buying like some products at least?
yeah, that's
'Cause
what
you
I
could
would
like just
assume, right?
basically like design your own type of it and then like print it.
Didn't something come out before that said you could print your own food with 3D printing?
Yeah, but it's not edible. I'm pretty
And
sure.
I don't think I would hope not.
I'm sure they'll get to that point because they're starting to do like lab tested meat or whatever. Remember we were talking about?
No, they already do that. Don't they? Didn't they say that they already like they already print some kind of stuff for I don't know.
Like food?
Yeah, I thought so.
Really?
I thought they did it for some, not like the actual food. I don't know. What if they printed out the animals?
Oh my god, that'd be weird. They wouldn't be alive. For
Like,
sure.
I don't even know what's the limits of 3D printing though. There has to be some kind of limitations to it, because if there's no limitations, then you could print out anything that you want.
If there's no limitations, man, we might be gonna be easy on that AI for a
Like,
while.
I'm sure it takes a while though. Those things take a while to make. Like, it takes probably like days for something to be created through a printer like that.
Oh yeah.
Because it has to have.
Oh yeah,
user-
yeah. It takes like days to print stuff. That's like one downfall.
Yeah.
It's not like instant. It's not like a.
Well, obviously
printer.
it's not gonna be, because it has to have it. It's got to be in detail. It's not just a piece of
Yeah,
paper printing.
yeah.
out.
Yeah. I don't know. But yeah, that's mine. That was my one.
So this other one at the top of this list says hope for the opioid crisis. Like, they're supposed Cleveland Clinic, like the
Yeah.
place where everybody goes to the doctors at, it seems like. And like, it seems like everybody that I've ever met
Yeah.
that has like some kind of like
Something wrong
I
with
don't
them,
know,
yeah.
like asthma or something like more serious wrong with them, goes to Cleveland Clinic. But they're supposed to be coming out with some like new like what are they called, prescription methods or whatever, so they don't give people as many drugs and
Yeah.
everything like that. And I think they're testing some other kind of treatments, like some like non-drug treatments or something that yeah, it'll keep people from getting addicted to like like Percocets and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then yeah, they're like expecting to try and like drop the opioid crisis thing like within the year or two.
Yeah.
So I don't know how
I
that's
think
gonna work, but-
I think I read something about that on LinkedIn too, like maybe a couple weeks ago or something like that. The pharmacies were starting to come up with like different alternatives to opioids
Yeah.
or whatever. Yeah.
I don't know.
But on a little side tangent, I was listening to Joe Rogan's podcast, and he was talking to I don't know if it was Bill Burr, he's a comedian, or it was somebody else.
Bill Burr is, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if it was him or it was somebody else. It might have been somebody before that, because I think it was like a little bit ago. And Bill Burr was pretty recent on his podcast. But they were talking about drugs, and they said this one guy who was like addicted to cocaine.
Mm-hmm.
they like got him clean off cocaine, and then he started taking like heroin and like opioids and stuff like that. And they said that he lived his entire life. He lived till he was like 90 something taking heroin. And they said that he figured out a way to like rotate his veins, so like he'd do one vein one day and like another. He mapped out his whole body, like how his veins were, and he'd do like a different vein like every day or something like that. And he'd obviously monitor his like dosages of it and stuff like that. But he lived his entire life like taking heroin, and that's not don't go home and tell your parents that you're gonna go take heroin because Brandon from Secret Spice of Life told you it's okay, because it's still not. But I just thought I'd share that with you because that was like super interesting.
God.
But yeah, for my next one, this is something that actually helps us this year. Cheap flights. I mentioned this to you earlier, and I found the statistics that I wanted to tell you. For a 10,000-mile flight, it is only $350 round trip. So
wait, is anything 10,000 miles? I said,
yeah, I think it's like New York to China is 10,000 miles.
That's like all the way around the world.
Yeah, almost. Yeah, like depending on which way you'd go, I guess. Yeah. I imagine you'd go west from New York west. I don't know if you'd go east. I think it'd be the same distance.
At that point, yeah, it's almost the same. Probably.
Yeah. But yeah, $350 round trip, because there's going to be there's a major airport that already opened in Istanbul at the end of 2019. It's called a Mega Harp Airport, which is 26 square miles, which is the size of the island of Manhattan. and there's going to be...
Wait, how do you get across from like one side of the airport to the other?
They probably have like trolleys inside or whatever.
Oh my God.
But did I just say that with an accent?
I don't know.
Trolleys.
Trolleys.
I think about Jim Gaffigan. Jim Gaffigan. Is that who says that?
He's not British.
No. Who is it then? What's his name?
Jim Jeffries.
Yeah, Jim Jeffrey. Trolley. But and then there's another one. It's called Daxing Airport. It's another Mega Harp Airport opening in Beijing in 2019 at some point. So there's going to be two like huge airports that are going to help international travel. And they said that these are going to help a lot of like different airline companies. That's going to make them have to plummet their flight prices basically. And
wait, when's this supposed to open?
Well, the one's already open in Istanbul, Turkey. And the other one's opening in 2019. They didn't say an exact date, but it's early.
How come that's weird that we've never heard anything about that? No, once
I think
dropping an airport 26 miles long.
Oh, my marketing teacher in college was from Turkey. He's from Istanbul, and I think he mentioned something about the airport being open. And this was a couple years ago in Turkey that it was going to open.
I never heard of it before though.
Yeah, but that'll help drive down prices. But they said fly in 2019 while you can, because after that they said it's kind of up in the air, because they'll have to upcharge the next couple years for overhead prices and stuff like that. That it'll all be passed down to the passengers. So yeah, good.
For all you gamers out there, we talked about this already too. $100 million Fortnite competition.
Oh yeah,
championships, whatever they call it. And it says that you don't actually have to be professional or what's it say? Professional or what? Or serious skilled gamer, I guess. It says anyone with a console and some skill can participate.
Mm-hmm.
Qualifying rounds have already started, but they'll continue through most of 2019 before culminating in the big championship. $100 million.
What'd you do with $100 million?
I don't know.
I'd buy some Amazon stock.
Oh yeah, you're right.
A couple shares, dog.
I'm not gonna spend money on no stocks when I have $100 million.
Fuck, man.
Screw that.
Yeah, but you take that out when you retire, give it to your kids, man.
I don't take that shit with me to the grave.
Nobody's getting it.
No, I'm just kidding.
You can pay for it with my $1 million coffin.
I'm gonna buy $100 million coffins.
Oh man. But I think that's a good place to branch off into what we're doing in April with the.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, in April, I think it's 12th to the 14th that weekend.
Yeah,
I'm gonna double check on that day, but we mentioned this on one of our previous podcasts too, that Josh from Victims and Villains asked us to join him and a bunch of other streamers on those days to basically play for charity. Anything you would donate to our channel or his channel or whatever would all go to a certain charity. I don't remember I don't know if he even decided one yet or if he told us. But yeah, I'll be streaming probably on Twitch, if not YouTube, but probably Twitch, just because it's easier to donate to and stuff like that, and I already have it set up. So, but if you have any game suggestions that you would want us to do, just let us know. I'll probably be playing either like FIFA. We were talking about playing FIFA Pro Clubs, maybe with our friends, and just messing some people up. Yeah, it's it's Friday, April 12th from 12 p.m. to April 14th, which is Sunday to 12 p.m. So it's
Wait,
like
what?
It's
12 p.m. to 12 p.m. That's weird.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
really, when it is?
yeah, it's
It's not
8.
12 a.m. to 12 a.m.
No, it says 12 p.m. to 12 p.m.
Right.
That's noon.
I
Right?
guess it.
I always get that mixed up. But yeah, and but that'll be happening too. Oh, he also gave us something else I wanted to say too about Comic-Con when it was. But yeah, we'll be doing that. If you have any other suggestions that you'd want us to play, I'd like to play some games with people together, so it's more interesting. Or if you guys even want to join, if you guys like have the games, like that's cool too. Like I don't care, I will play. But yeah, Three Rivers Comic-Con is May 11th.
May 11th.
Yeah, so it's after this. So it's after the streaming, so we can, yeah. But we'll most likely be in that. I'd say like 99.9% going to that unless something happens. But yeah. Is it my turn?
Yeah.
Okay. This is like a political issue, but also I think it's important to talk about the worldwide decriminalization of homosexuality. Apparently,
Wait. People can actually get arrested for.
yeah, in Africa, it's a 14-year sentence for being gay or
What?
homosexual or
In
whatever.
Africa?
Yeah.
I could see like maybe some like place in the Middle East or something, but Africa.
Yeah. So that's like the one they were focusing on a lot, but they said it was gonna be worldwide if Africa can get through with it, because they said they have the hardest sentence for homosexuality. Yeah.
I never knew. Like, I mean, like I could see, like I said, I could see like Middle Eastern countries because they're real weird with, or like different with stuff. Over there.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah. I was surprised by that
I
too.
didn't know Africa. Yeah. I didn't know Africa.
Yeah,
was
they're
like that.
apparently they're not hiring. They're electing a new like officials for office. So they said that they might be able to get it through, and they said that they're like that would be like a big turning point for it because it's like the hardest sentence for it. So other countries might look at that and be like, oh, okay. But they said hopefully this would be like 2019 to 2020 would be like the years of like or worldwide decriminalization of homosexuality. So that'd be cool. But that's all I had for that. That was just like a quick one.
The advent of AI in healthcare. Cleveland Clinic had this on their website. Like they put a list on their website it was on, and it has like the top 10 like medical innovations for 2019.
Okay.
So like it says once thought as a futuristic threat to humankind, AI is now a part of everyday life. In healthcare, AI is changing the game with its applications in decision support, image analysis, and patient triage. So it pretty much just talks about them like helping doctors make like smarter decisions and stuff.
Yeah.
And it makes surgery and things easier, I guess.
Yeah. Well, you said AI or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it talks about, them advancing AI more this like throughout the year to help doctors with surgery and with like decision making and things like that.
Yeah.
Imagine if they ended up like creating something through AI that like did the surgeries for you at some point.
Well,
like,
that's
where
something.
they didn't have to have doctors do it or like
Well,
human doctors do it
they talked about that before. That they said they would have machines be doing surgery because it's more precise.
They have what?
Like machines doing
I thought you
surgery.
said humans being more precise.
No, yeah, they're like more precise with like cutting and like
I
where
wouldn't
to cut.
even
want
want to. If I had to have like a major surgery and a robot was doing it, man, I'd be out. Like I'd just say,
You think?
Put me out.
I don't know, man. Because like if you think about it, machines do a lot of stuff. Like for us in
I wouldn't want a
healthcare.
machine cutting through me, man.
I guess they can't really have like empathy or anything.
No, they're just cut and cut.
Yeah.
And cut, man.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. And if they did something serious, they'd be like, oh no.
You're bleeding out.
Yeah, cut your artery.
It just sits there and watches you bleed out.
Chance of living 0%. Oh well.
My gosh.
Oh man. I think that's like a good place. I'll just branch on to this other one since you mentioned like healthcare stuff twice. There's AR surgery now.
Wait,
Yeah.
what's a
Like augmented reality,
Oh,
like with the goggles. They
oh,
they had like have the doctors like put on goggles. They were like showing like some examples of it, but they're testing it with skin grafting,
yeah.
and they these dudes put like goggles on, like the surgeons, before they actually go into the surgery, and they can like examine like they showed like somebody had a broken leg in like a couple of different places.
That's what popped up on this is number 6 on their top 10 list
Yeah,
for
okay.
this year. It says virtual and mixed reality for medical education.
Yeah, and like they could basically like move it around and see. They could already try like the surgery before they go in and do it. And they said this might speed up surgery time and like the procedure and like
Yeah.
how well it goes and stuff like that. So they can try to do stuff before they actually go in and do it.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
I mean, is that just like for access to like medical places and stuff, like medical schools and stuff like that, or hospitals?
Yeah, it was like just hospitals, I think.
And it's not like anything for the public to mess
Oh
around with?
no, it's just like surgeons and stuff they had it for. Yeah, we just hit the hour mark, so I think that's our cue.
We're out.
Alright, peace. I hope you guys enjoyed the podcast. If you're listening to the podcast, it would mean the world to us if you gave us a rate and review. Subscribe to the podcast as well, so you're first to know when we release new episodes. Be sure to download the podcast to help us out. If you're watching the podcast on YouTube, the full-length podcast is in the description. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe as well. Check us out on all of our social media. Our Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat are all official SSOL. Again, that is OFFICIALSSOL. That is on Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat. And you can find us at Secret Spice of Life on Facebook. Don't forget to check out our website and blog. New blog every Wednesday, and potentially some bonus blogs throughout each week. Be sure to check out our Patreon as well, because for 2019 and every year coming, we are going to monetize our Patreon for charity. So anything that is donated to our charity tier on there will be donated to a charity of your choosing or our choosing by the end of the year or every 6 months or so. But yeah, make sure to donate to that to give back to other people. And as always, have a positive and productive day.
Welcome to some shit that's considered legendary.